I'm Kathleen Henderson from Roots and Boots, and this is part 3 in our Day in the Life series. Be sure to go back and watch videos 1 and 2 if you haven't done that yet. This third video allows you to tag along with us for our lunch prep, our lunch, some more homeschooling lessons, and our afternoon. All right, it is almost 11 o'clock. This is our home stretch. I'm sorry, it's almost 12 o'clock. This is our home stretch before lunch. Malachi needs some refreshment because he's having trouble staying awake. You finished your readings? Mm-hmm. What else are you going to do before lunch?
Math homework. When are you planning to have lunch ready?
Around 12:30?
Okay, math homework.
Okay, when are you going to do your written narrations?
Right after lunch.
Okay. Haddon is setting the table. We are having turkey Cobb salad for lunch. So you guys can have those bowls. I want the bigger bowl. I'll get that one myself. And what will we need on the table? Forks. Four? Are those 4 forks? Great. Haddon is about to give his room some attention here. He has a bed to make and some laundry to put away, a dresser drawer to close, it looks like, and some laundry to sort for him and his brothers. Here I am on the phone with Greg. He had an appointment that morning, and on his way home, he wanted to tell me about it, which set me back a little bit, my lunch prep and our lunchtime target, but that is okay. Now it's time to make lunch. It's a little after 12, and my loose goal was to eat around 12:30. Harvesting salad greens for our lunch. We're having turkey Cobb salad. This is our homegrown bacon. I also have some arugula that I picked up at the farmer's market. And I have a little more of our homegrown salad from the weekend. And a little bit of lettuce. I think Greg must be happy. Did you bring me flowers?
I did bring you flowers.
Did you know I was filming a day in the life today?
No. Got you flowers.
Awesome. Greg was out at an appointment, and he is our designated grocery shopper most of the time because I don't go many places and Greg leaves the house at least once a week, usually more often. So he picked up a couple of things. What did you get at the store today? This is our big grocery run for the week.
Cheese, sour cream, avocados, and bananas.
And Brussels sprouts?
And Brussels sprouts, yeah.
That I'm taking to Thanksgiving dinner. And so avocados, bananas, cheese, sour cream, Brussels sprouts. I feel like there was a 6th thing on the list.
Parmesan.
Oh, Parmesan. 2 types of cheese.
2 types of cheese.
Okay.
Whenever we have salad, I almost always use this salad chopper and wooden bowl combo, which I'll link to for you here, because I discovered a while ago that chopping the salad into little bits makes it easier for my kids to eat and somehow also more palatable to them.
I have a confession. I forgot to thaw the smoked turkey for our turkey Cobb salad. Greg roasted it a week or 2 ago, and it's in the freezer, and I meant to get it out last night or even this morning, and I forgot. So I've been thawing it in the sink here, and then I'm going to pop it into a pan. We won't need all of this turkey for our lunch, so I can use the stovetop to thaw what we need. What is it that fell?
Oh, his piano books.
I have one book, but not a piano. Books.
Do you need the book?
Yes, it's called my practice.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm just gonna here. Where's your grabber?
It's right here.
No. What?
Oh, don't touch the painting, Malachi.
I dropped it down. That was like on the ledge though. Does that look right? Or should I want to push it as far back as I can.
Malachi is learning the Last of the Mohicans. What is it, the theme song? Everything's ready. And start making a salad.
That's the last part.
Sounds good, Haddon. I like hearing your Christmas carols. It's our turkey Cobb salad fixings.
Almost got that whole song.
Lucy hugging.
One of the big ones.
Go get me.
I just started.
See, but right now the bottom
These
part-
were the best days of my life. Was the summer of '69.
No, that was like we were young, we were something, something, something. I don't know that part. We're grateful, Father, for this hour to rest and draw upon your power, which you have shown in sun and rain and measured out to every grain. And all the food that you have made and graciously before us laid, restore strength for these next hours and the fourth power. Amen. I'm going to close my eyes, but hey.
In recording this video for you, we realized that some of our kids don't close their eyes while we're praying, but that's just a side note. If you watched the first video in this Day in the Life series, you saw our breakfast time prayer, and this was our lunchtime prayer, which is usually offered up by our middle son, Creed. We eat together 3 meals a day, every day, most days, and I also tend to build our homeschool lessons around meal times, so you can see that I'm getting out materials for a few together lessons. Here I'm on my phone, everyone an update on the dance that our family was preparing to host in early December. And then Greg is about to lead us through our Constitution studies. Since he is much better with politics and government, he leads us through this book, reading a little bit at a time as the boys follow along from the actual Constitution.
All right, we are on Section 8, powers granted to Congress. Part 12 starts to raise and support armies. Can you really find that? Tell me when you got it.
This is
To raise and support armies. Yeah, after you declare war.
To raise.
Raise and to support and
Yeah.
support armies, but no appropriation of money to that use shall be for a longer term than 2 years. Raise money for an army that could go on indefinitely. That risks having a dictator, because then the dictator would just keep starting wars and controlling wars and stay in power and be the leader. So they said no doing that.
none of that.
None of that. So let's do the next part, to create and support a navy. That's to provide and maintain a navy is the next part of the Constitution. The purpose of the navy is to protect American trade, coasts, and territorial possessions. Congress provided for a quote-unquote two-ocean navy in World War II. Such capability has continued to this day. The United States Marine Corps has been under the authority of the Department of the Navy since 1834. The Navy was considered less dangerous than the Army. Did y'all know that the Marine Corps was part of the Navy?
Yeah. And then Navy SEALs.
According to my dad, it would be the best part.
And Navy SEALs.
Yeah, the Navy SEALs are too.
No, they're not part
So,
of the Navy.
so that's all Navy. But I think it's interesting that it was created
Tea kettle.
to protect American trade. Do you know why?
Because that was how the trade
What was happening around the 17 and 1800s?
Late
I just heard about that.
1700s. I just heard about that.
Piracy.
Yeah, piracy, and in the 1800s, the War of 1814 was that started over.
That was
That was
British.
Napoleon.
British. No.
No,
No,
1814.
That was British thing. That was because of the ships, because of trade.
Yep.
Wasn't that because of Napoleon?
I don't know. Maybe
No, because
I'm not.
Napoleon
I don't know enough
refused-
about that.
Napoleon refused. I just read about this. He was trying to conquer England, but it was very hard because they had the most navy at the time, and they told all the other countries aren't allowed to trade with them anymore. So that was hurting the other countries too. But England, with all their ships, Napoleon can't really catch the ships. So England just catches any ships that come in and wouldn't send them back out and keep them as prizes of war. And so it was just right at the end of Jefferson's term. America didn't want to go to war with England, but they might have to because the ships, their ships are just going off.
They kept stealing their ships.
They kept stealing their ships, and they had tried making a law to have no ships sent out, but then they don't get anything back. So it's
trade.
no trade at all. So it was just getting kind of hectic.
So then this is about the Air Force. The United States Air Force.
After Constitution studies, Greg headed back out to his office for his day job, and the boys and I continued on with our composer studies. That semester, we were studying Maurice Ravel, and literally, we read a little bit about the composer, and then we listen to some of his works. The boys like to have something to keep their hands busy while we listen. Malachi was sketching, Creed was doodling, and Haddon was working on tangrams.
I see.
What are the millions of stuff that you have left?
It must not be that many millions because.
Folding?
Yeah.
Did you do your trash job? You still need to do that. And some tidying in the loft.
Okay, this is loud from the
Creed, what do you have left today?
Some of that little list you gave me.
Here I am checking in with each of the boys about what they have left on their lists as far as independent lessons and household responsibilities. Each boy has a daily list that he's working through that includes independent lessons, household tasks, and weekly tasks. For instance, things they do every Monday, things they do every Tuesday, and so on. During the warmer months and the growing season, they have fewer lesson and academic responsibilities on their lists and more animal husbandry and grass management, farm management tasks like mowing and weed eating and checking on the animals' waters and so on. But right now it's winter, and so we're mostly focused indoors. And then they sometimes have one-off tasks or projects added to their list. Sometimes they add things to their list, and sometimes I add things to their list. Like Malachi is managing our kombucha production. Creed helps me with a variety of kitchen tasks like blending up our homemade seasonings and things like that. In the afternoon, I'm often working on computer tasks. This includes homeschool planning, personal correspondence, and managing our family calendar, running our Airbnb cottage, as well as working on my blog, social media, and online brand. And now we're finally getting around to the dishes. Creed already loaded the dishwasher, and Malachi is finishing up the hand washing.
All right, Creed has just refilled our 10-pound bucket of Redmond real salt. We got 2 boxes. What are they, 25 pounds each?
Yep.
Well, they're bags, but they came in boxes from Redmond Salt, our favorite salt company. So thank you for refilling that. We keep the 10-pound bucket here in the kitchen for regular refills of our salt shaker, and then this extra salt will go downstairs where we keep our overflow pantry staples. Haddon is still tending the fire with a large load of firewood from the front porch. I wonder how much that weighs. How do you think that compares to a feed bag?
I don't know.
It's a different shape and size, right? Can't grab it like a feed bag. So Malachi, you're finished with all your schoolwork now for today?
Yes,
And you're headed where?
to Jackie's.
What do you do at Jackie's?
Well, today I'm gonna mow her grass one last time before it gets too cold to mow.
Okay. Malachi works at a horse farm around the corner. He does all kinds of things for her. She boards horses and does riding lessons, and there are lots of horses over there. How many horses are on the farm?
26?
26 horses. And so there is plenty of mucking out of stalls to do. I think mostly Malachi drives big equipment like lawnmowers and manure spreaders and other tractor kinds of things. Whatever she needs him to do, he does. Creed is our Berkey guy. He fills the Berkey every day and he monitors it. If the filters start to get, drain slowly, then he drains the Berkey and cleans the filters. Haddon and Creed are about to play a game together, Memoir 44. Haddon got it all set up while Creed was washing out the Berkey.
Who goes first? Okay.
We just remembered that Tank, one of our livestock guardian dogs, needed water after lunch and we forgot, so the boys are rushing out there to give him some water and also to take the goats in because the sun is going down. That wraps up part 3 of our Day in the Life series. This was one Monday in November 2023. Be sure to look for parts 4 and 5 to tag along for the rest of our Day in the Life. And don't forget to like this video, hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe if you haven't done that yet for more homesteading, homeschooling, home-based content here on YouTube.